Hello and happy spring. We here in the Northern Hemisphere officially enter spring at the vernal equinox, which takes place at 5:37 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on March 20th. Now, scientifically speaking, an equinox occurs the moment that the plane of the Earth's equator passes through the center of the sun. So this creates perfect alignment and an equal amount of day and night. Equinoxes happen twice each year, once in March and once in September, ushering in the seasons of spring and fall. Now, spiritually speaking, equinoxes are all about perfect balance. And it's from the perfect balance that we transition into a new way of being or living. Now, to evoke a healing metaphor, it is the midway point on the road to recovery, right? That moment when you have walked so far into the pain that you have begun to walk out of it. And I think that moments of perfect balance and perfect alignment really are worth our attention, right? There's something so settling about experiences of perfect tension, right? It's like being the baby all swaddled up in the baby burrito blanket, soothed by having just the right amount of freedom and security. I think it's also invigorating to be filled with the vibrational harmony of conception and manifestation, right? Of dreaming and then doing. So here we are, Spring Equinox 2021. Having spent the winter resting and dreaming and planning, it is now time to plant those seeds of those dreams so that we can have an abundant harvest. And I know we are ready to burst out of hibernation and create celebration and joy and connection and abundance after this long winter of pandemic. But like all good transition experiences, the spring equinox asks us to pause and consider who we are, how we are, and what we want the future to look like. So to help you do this, I've created a bundle of resources, a soul suite, which you can access on my website, verdantsoulcoaching.com, and there's a link attached to this video. Now in the soul suite, you will basically find a spring ritual to go. So you can start with a video of me sharing a poem that I wrote to root you in the energetic signature of this moment in time. You will also find in the Soul Suite a 10-minute guided meditation for the spring equinox. It's all about waking up and lighting up and motivating up. Then there's a list of journaling prompts to help you really dig into spring energy. So these are questions like, if you removed all practical thinking and allowed yourself to dream as big as you can, what would you want to begin to create or do this year? And conversely, if you weren't trying to win approval, what would you stop doing or giving? The fourth resource is a collection of affirmations that you can use. You can add them into your prayer practice or your meditation practice, or you can just use them as a mantra. Repeat over and over while you do mundane things like doing the dishes, clearing the garden bed, or even driving to the market. Now, the last thing you'll find in the Soul Suite is a list of activities to help you really embody the energy of spring. So that's it. It has been a pleasure to put the Soul Suite together for you, and I hope that you'll find the resources meaningful and helpful as you create your big, brilliant, beautiful life. Your soul is rooting for you, and so am I.